Curt, welcome back to the show, mate. Disappointment, obviously, for us Kiwi fans with Dixon and McLaughlin. Your top six finishes, we were hoping for better from them. But my God, Newgarden, lightning can strike twice, mate, in the same place.
Yeah, it's struck twice, and he pulled off another outstanding move to win this race. It was about as good a race as you could ever ask for. It happened pretty late in the day here. We had a four-hour rain delay, and so we basically finished this race at night almost. It was almost dark, and Newgarden wins. Took him 12 years to win the first time, and now he's won in 12 months.
Was he a deserved winner today with all the circumstances, the crashes, everything else that went on?
I think you could have been okay with about 6 drivers winning this race. Yes, he's a deserving winner. Of course, the Penskes were really strong all week, and they were really good on race day, of course. Yeah, he's a deserving champion. He's the first 2-time back-to-back winner in 20 years, and actually a little more than that, 22 years since Hélio Castroneves won back-to-back in 01 and 02. So another big day for Roger Penske and Team Penske.
Talk us through the different pit stop strategies, because Dixon was on certainly a different one, and it looked as though it was going to pay off for him.
I thought it was going to be Dixon's race. You know, sometimes you stretch your fuel a little later, and that last pit stop, like Dixon took, was quicker than everybody else. So he had a chance to get out in the lead, but the draft is so important here these days. And, you know, they caught up to him and just he drifted behind. And when you're trailing somebody, your car acts differently than does in the lead. And so, yeah, he couldn't hold it. So a great finish toward the championship, and he pulled closer to Alex Palou in the point standings.
As far as the on-track incidents, the crashes and things, is that just standard fare? Were there any more than what you expected than last year? I mean, and how did they directly affect or not the outcome of this race?
Well, I don't know that there were any more this year. I'd have to look at the numbers. It didn't feel like it. We tend to have 3 or 4 in most races, especially with the way these guys drive. They really drive pretty crazy these days. And, you know, the cars are so close, the teams are so close. And so the drivers are, you know, they've got to be aggressive to make the passes. So it was probably very much like most years. The only difference perhaps is those crashes tended to come when guys needed to pit. And so they pitted for fuel and tires and went racing again. And it was just outstanding. We had a record number of leaders. I think there were 16 of them, and some ridiculous number of on-track passes. So very entertaining Indy 500.
Curt Cavin from IndyCar.com. Scott McLaughlin on pole. Did he do anything wrong? If so, what did he do wrong?
I don't know that he did anything wrong. He was excellent on restarts, I can tell you that. He must have jumped to the lead 4 times on restarts. A couple times he jumped from 3rd to 1st on the move going into turn 1. You know, it's just always a matter of where you are track position-wise. Are you 4th in line? Are you 2nd in line? Are you 6th in line? And it just seemed like late in the race he was too deep into the pack to make the move to the front. Nothing he really did wrong. He probably finished within 2 seconds of the victory, but it just wasn't enough on this day.